खिचेकोलाई के भन्छ यो यस्तो बनाएको
त्यो बनाएको के हो रेखी रेखी त्यो जुन हामीले स्वस्तिक मण्डला बनाउँछौँ उहाँहरूको म पनि बसौँ है त मोडा ल्याउनु पर्दैन हजुर त्यसलाई र उसलाई बाँकी छ भइसक्यो भइसक्यो
मलाई गर्दैन मलाई
उ त हान्नु पऱ्यो नि त हजुर उ त हानिदिनु पऱ्यो नि त म होइन भन्नुपर्छ नि होइन दुईवटा बाँकी छ उता बहिनीलाई हानिदिनु भयो क्या तपाईँले दुईवटा ए त्यो यस्तो छ उसलाई दुईचोटि गर्नु उसलाई दुईचोटि गर्नु त्यो खराब छ नि होइन यो उसलाई गर्नुभयो र
गर्नुभयो उसलाई दुईचोटि
गर्नुभयो क्या त्यसले गर्दा खराबी छ उसलाई दुईचोटि गर्नुभयो उसलाई छुट्यो नि त छुट्यो उ नानीलाई छुट्यो अर्कोचोटिमा हुन्छ हो Who is left? You two left or just no? You left?
No, I went. I was the orange.
No.
You only?
Me, us three.
You two? दुईजनालाई बाँकी छ अर्कोचोटिमा हुन्छ ल नेक्स्ट टाइम
च्यानललाई दुईपटक भयो हैन
त्यसकोबाट के निस्क्यो त के भयो अब भन्नु पर्यो त्यो उहाँको चाहिँ खराब छ अब के छ त्यो कम्पा दिन्छ नि कम्पा दिन्छ लगभग गर्छ अनि के छ त अब के गर्न सकिन्छ अब अर्कोचोटिमा काम गर्नु राम्रो कति लाग्छ काम गर्नु कति समय लाग्छ जस्तै आधा घन्टा निकाल्न सकिन्छ त्यसको जिउमा के भएको त्यसो त्यो अब अर्को दिनमा हुन्छ मङ्गलबार बोल न तिमी ट्रान्सलेट गर्दै गर यताको कुरा
So the same thing as usual. Still, he found that in YouTube, and he's saying that he has power to take them out. It should be done on Tuesday. It will take around 30 to 40 minutes for you to work with him one-on-one. That's what he told me, and it was right. He said that the thing inside of you just give you very negative vibration, sometimes shaking, sometimes it may be physical or it may be mental. So that is like when you have so that is the thing.
But he can help.
अर्कोचोटि भए त यिनीहरू जान्छन् नि त भोलि त अनि कहाँबाट यहाँ बसिरहन्न भोलि ल्याउने क्या भोलि मिल्दैन भोलि त चितवन जान्छ अहिले ल्याउँछ हुन्छ होला नि अहिले ल्याउँछ होला के छ अहिले अनि अहिले गरिदिनु न एकैछिनमा
Yeah, so what happened was like, you know,
एकैछिनमा
energy
गरिदिनु
was too much, so like he prepared, like, you know, the egg went to there
दुईटा
times,
दुईटा
and one he did a mistake. So he made a mistake
who
with half
दुईजना?
because he thought that this.
उसमा के छ
he's doing it now.
दुईजना बाँकी छ
he will explain all the things to you, like slowly.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
But he wants to.
Wanted to direct that first.
होइन आफै पाक्छ आफै पाक्छ क्या अन्डा उसको हातमा बस्ने बित्तिकै पाक्छ
He can.
यत्तिकै यहाँ काँचो अन्डा लिएर आएर राखिदियो भने पनि उसले त्यत्तिकै पकाइदिन्छ
किनभने उसको क्यामल
इट गेट्स अटोमेटिकली
Food is with that energy by himself.
विथ द एनर्जी इट गेट्स अटोमेटिकली
Yeah.
Smile.
You didn't tell him anything ahead of time. did you?
They do not actually say anything from their end, so we do not actually know what
Didn't
and
even
how
know
it
you
is.
guys were gonna be. We were gonna be.
No,
It is like a completely secret.
this if he
And
wants to learn this, like I say, like he can tell everything.
No,
I
he is
can
asking you to come.
tell Yes.
You also
He will never tell. They restrict their information a lot.
They do not share any information. Even if you want to be a disciple, it's very difficult for them to understand. They are never open.
Yeah.
They may not say anything. Sometimes when we call you someone to do puja, they say at the very last minute, I cannot do it this
Yeah.
minute. You go. If he says so, then there is no other way.
Yeah.
And I was worried when I asked you to come in the morning. He may not be here.
Yeah. It's like that.
So that's the thing.
But it's a very intense energy that they are dealing with.
Well, those are regular eggs that he popped in his
Yes.
flowers, rice.
How did it go in? How did they
Boiled.
inside?
Anything. If the intense energy is very intense, I think an eagle fly out. He's a circus guy, but he is not. It's the same thing that David Copperfield does.
So he came.
Thank you, Mark,
Did-
for
did he-
taking the
did he
video.
hear it?
You'll let us know later.
David Copperfield used to
And
make
it-
the whole trend disappear.
Good?
होइन यसले यो उनीहरूबाट के आयो के भन्ने भन्नु भन्नु अनि नभनेर भने के भन्छ
म सोच्छु हामीले नै कम्युनिकेट गर्नुपर्छ त्यहाँ
Smoky and sort of crystal.
No,
चिसो भयो भनेको
it turned out to smell like a sulfur.
थाहा छैन उसले आउने बित्तिकै मैले कसैले देखाएको हुन्छ उसले आएर एकैचोटि त्यहाँ छुन्छ म के भन्ने अब भन न
Mine turned into rice. I wonder what that is. Mine turned into rice.
म के भन्ने अचम्म छैन मैले कसैलाई चिनाएको पनि I have not introduced anyone with him, you know, and he comes directly to
To a brother of darkness.
Yeah.
and he says something and he comes directly secondly to you and he says something I don't know how I don't know how he does it.
Did hers turn to rice?
Mine is called Dirty Boys.
Rice? Dirty. Mine was a red one.
It's my boy band.
Yeah, it's a little.
So first when he came, I think he talked big and said that there's very cold energy in her.
Cold.
Yeah.
Who left?
उसको र उसको
उसको र उसको यता यता
Oh, give me a boy.
यो अन्डा चाहिँ
अन्डा
त्यो अन्डालाई के गरेको थियो बारे चाहिँ के निस्क्यो देखाइ
Sorry, dude. I think I just stole some of your heartworm. I'm just gonna be smiling all day now.
Been rolling the video too. It's good. He's a documentary out.
दुईटैको हो केही पनि छैन भनेपछि नानीलाई केही छ कि
Physically
छैन
cold. I'm always cold.
रेबेका उसको खराबी छ के छ त्यहाँ
उहाँको खराबी छ
उसमा के छ
उहाँको चिसो हुने
अनि अरू के खराबी छ
उहाँको काम कम्पार्टमेन्ट
केही लागेको छ अब के गर्ने त
अब यो राम्रोसँग काम गर्ने
अनि त्यो बाहेक अरूको केही छ कि छैन
अरूको त त्यस्तो ठिकै
अरूको ठिकै छ अरूको केही छैन अब अरू टिका सिका लगाउने काम हुन्न केही लगाइदिने काम हुन्छ यति नै हो पूजा हो अब भित्र त्यही गर्नु
So the idea, like what he taught is like this is a
जसको लागि केही परेको हुन्छ उसको मात्र
this is a very primary work he did. What he did was to show the to take out the energy whose energy is imbalanced and which is not, right? Among this he found Nom and Becca to be a bit imbalanced. You had that coldness, either
That's
physically,
what he is
mentally,
saying
and
about coolness as well.
you are the idea of the coldness, like a kind of a detachment you are going to maybe like altered like that, right? And the another one he was like obviously Nom had the thing. I don't want to repeat that the shaking of like a vibration. It could be too much of like a vibration in there. Other people like present in here doesn't have very much effect of that darker energies. The reason these guys doesn't go further is the more deeper it goes, it becomes very personal, very like isolated. So if you wanted to, I mean, I don't know, like we'll see if I can manage from next time go like a kind of an individual session or something like that. But he don't want to do anything further than this in the group.
Okay, so individual, you were saying earlier today that he could.
Oh, he wants to do with the mom, but he said
Oh,
so he doesn't
only
think
on
it's
Tuesday.
necessary.
It is
And
not
I don't think
necessary
it's-
to do
I see.
anything.
Yeah,
so
no,
that's
no,
just the
no.
way the
Yeah,
feeling
so right
came
now
through.
it is not necessarily
Got
like there is no darker energies that is coming up. There's no for other people. It's not like something that has in here, right? The only thing he get the resistance from right now is him and you and him,
Is
right?
he able to work with us?
Yeah, he said
But
that.
he
But
has
the only
particular days like
like he cannot work in other days,
Tuesday.
and our schedule doesn't matches on that.
on that.
So he can't work with me on this trip?
I don't think so.
Oh,
No.
boy.
Okay.
But
What about me?
I'll talk to you.
You might like because you are staying longer, so you the only body बस्दैछ नि त यसलाई भयो भने. So if we will talk that about later, like whether he wants to work, he doesn't want to work. That is how it works. It's like he really wanted to work with him. I don't know why, but like he didn't say anything about you. In the sense,
That's cool.
but like I said, maybe he will give you some like a suggestions or something like that, like something like later with promo.
To work on.
But right now he doesn't want to go anything on it. Like he didn't talk anything, he didn't say anything. Like,
To
he
do
didn't
that,
say
you two have to sit privately, and then do the same thing that
Yeah.
like yesterday, personal thing, and then he will get to know everything what had happened yesterday as well. It's in the same way. He's
Same,
not
sure.
doing that thing right
Yeah.
at the moment. As
So-
Bikram said, it's a just initial thing that he
Can you
does.
just leave me here for the next week? Take me out.
Nah, yeah.
We want to go more. We want. We want to take it. No, it will come. Don't worry. I mean, like if there's there is a cosmos that wants you to come back, you'll come back, or like we'll find a way to get him to you. Don't worry about that. Okay. But yeah, so that is the idea. Like I don't know, like if he wants to explain anything, like he
केही
wants
कुरा
to.
अरू भन्नु छ केही कुरा
उनीहरूलाई-
तपाईँलाई तन्त्रको बारे ल, भन्नु। उसले के
हजुरले अब केही कुरा भन्नुहुन्छ भनेर उनीहरूले चाहिँ जिज्ञासा राख्छन् क्या. उनीहरूले चाहिँ अब उनीहरूलाई यो एकदमै राम्रो लाग्यो होइन. अब तपाईँको उनीहरूको त अमेरिका फर्किहाल्नु पर्छ. भोलि उनीहरूले तपाईँलाई उता बोलाउलान्. भोलि ओहो यसले मलाई यस्तो गर्यो, यसले मलाई चाहिँ के अरे मेरोमा काम गर्न सक्छ भनेर हजुरले चाहिँ यो विद्या कस्तो हो के हो भनेर अलिकति छोटो उसमा केही भन्न
नेपालीमा
सक्नुहुन्छ.
भनिदिनुहोस्, उसले भनिदिन्छ।
तपाईँले नेपालीमा भन्नुभयो भने
ऊ त्यो ऊ जस्तो छ नि सेतो कपाल भएको मान्छे, त्यो मान्छेले यस्तै कामहरू
गर्छ
तपाईँ
क्या?
जस्तोलाई लिएर जान सक्छ, उता गएर गर्न सक्छ अरे क्या। अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि यसो भनिदिनु पर्यो यो के विद्या हो कस्तो
म नागरिक विद्या
ल
18 महिना लगेको मलाई.
ल भन।
So what he said, okay, now he's talking about how he come with this knowledge, right? In Nepal we have something called Ban Jhakri. Ban means the jungle, and the Jhakri means the shaman, right? So he was taken by one of the shaman. Still, in some of the part of Nepal it is hard, but before there was a lot of shaman in the village, in the jungle who would come and choose somebody to take and train him.
They are
So-
not normal shamans
They are-
that we get in the villages.
Yeah.
He only lives in a jungle, in a cave.
Yeah.
1 लाख सिटी पनि छ मैले भने.
अनि त्यो बन्जाक्रीलाई हामीले देख्न सक्छौँ कि सक्दैनौँ? होइन, तपाईँहरू he is invisible, he is saying. And he lives in a cave. गुफामा बस्छन् हो,
यो ओडारै हो.
ओडारैमा बस्छन्।
त्यो 184 धारा हुन्छ. बत्तीले 184 78 हुन्छ. वरिपरि झिलिमिली हुने.
त्यस्तो हुन्छ।
पानीको 184 धारा.
ओके।
So
अनि
अनि
he's
त्यसको 1 लाख हुनु तर सिकाएको मलाई.
So when he was taken, he was trained on 18 months. And then what he can right now, what he can describe for that is like, he saw 184 water springs, 184
And it's completely lights and
lights,
gears and
like
lights
they're
and
like unwavering lights, and he was taught 100,000 mantras of different energy,
has been given to him.
is in here.
अनि त्यो 1 लाख मन्त्र सबै कण्ठै भयो त्यो फेरि
He still have 100 and he still remember all 100,000 mantras. Like for example, if I say Om Namah Shivaya, that is one mantra, right? He has those kind of sacred mantras with like 100,000s of mantra that he can verbally, name there. That is how he heals. यसलाई सिकाउनु मिल्छ यो विद्या भन्नु ए
यो
हजुरले
विद्या यदि कसैले सिक्न चाह्यो भने
कति
सिकाउन सकिन्छ
सकिन्छ सर एकदमै
यो
राम्रो
कुरो त्यति भनिदेऊ
एकदमै राम्रो
यदि यो विद्या कसैले सिक्न चाहन्छ भने सिकाइदिन्छ भने
if you guys want to learn this, he can teach you. कति टाइम लाग्छ बुवा?
सर कति भने बस्ने टाइम हुन पर्ने
होइन अहिले होइन उनीहरू पछि आउँछन् क्या
ए त्यो लाग्दा 10 दिन
10 days. In 10 days,
10
he can
दिनमा
teach
कति
you
काम
those.
गर्न सक्छन् त अनि
50 चाहिँ सिक्न सक्छ 10 दिन
50 भने
You can learn 50,000
50 वटा मन्त्र सिक्न सक्छन्
50 वटा.
1 लाखमा 50 वटा
1 लाखमा 50 वटा 10 दिनमा सक्छन्
In 10 days, you can learn 50 mantras where you can
50 वटा
heal
मन्त्रले के काम
the
गर्न
people.
सक्छन् त
अब कस्तो काम गर्ने त्यही भन्न पर्छ मलाई
अब अर्काको शरीरमा भएका लागेका कुराहरू झिकिदिने निकालिदिने
निकाल्ने।
त्यो गर्नलाई कति दिन लाग्छ त्यो बराबर काबिल हुनलाई कति लाग्छ
त्यो 15
15 दिन जतिमा चाहिँ त्यो अरूलाई के लागेको छ भन्ने कुरा निकाल्न सक्छ
10 होइन 15 हो फेरि.
नि बसेर गराउन सक्छु मैले
10 दिनमा 50 वटा सिक्न सकिन्छ अरे अनि कसैलाई निको पार्नको लागि चाहिँ 15 दिन जति सिक्नुपर्छ
So,
निको
for
पार्न त 2-3 दिनमै हुन्छ नि
होइन तपाईँले होइन क्या त्यो सिकेको मान्छेले चाहिँ निको पार्न सक्ने स्थितिको चाहिँ कतिमा हुन्छ
बनाउने चाहिँ अलिक तपाईँको आफ्नो टाइम दिएर भन्नु
तिमीलाई पनि थाहा छ नि भन न
खासमा नि 10 दिनमै हुन्छ
होइन त्यो मन्त्रहरू मात्रै कण्ठ गर्नु त अब कण्ठ गर्नेको हाइटमा भयो कति दिनमा गर्ने भन्ने कुरा हो। अब अन्डाबाट गर्ने हो भने चाहिँ नि
टाइम
टाइम
लागिहाल्छ
लागिहाल्छ
अन्डाबाट गर्दा अन्डा फुटाएर यस्तो निकाल्न सक्ने हुन चाहिँ कति लाग्छ नि
त्यही 10-15 दिन 15 दिनै लाग्छ
ल 15 दिन भन्नुभयो अहिले
So-
ठिकै छ, okay।
So the first one, what we're saying is like a mantras, right? He will give you the powerful mantras that you can heal the people with bad energies or like energy from dark forces. Not only yourself but people of other, your clients or something like that. He can do it for 10 days. If you wanted to learn what he did right now, to see what is inside of each of the individual with the help of the egg, right? त्यो अन्डाबाट त मात्रै हो बुवा अरूबाट केही पनि हुन्छ कि अन्डाबाट मात्रै हुन्छ
सबैबाट हुन्छ अरू पनि छ
जस्तै अन्डा बाहेक केबाट हुन्छ
सर
अरू केही चिजहरूबाट के निकाल्नलाई
निकाल्नलाई क्या
निकाल्नलाई अब जस्तो अन्डा बाहेक अरू के
तपाईँले गर्ने पूजामा अन्डाको यो पूजा भन्दा बाहेक अरू के पूजा हुन्छ भने
अरू
केबाट निकाल्न हुन्छ
के
अरू
केबाट
चाहिँ अब भेद बिगार भन्ने पनि हुन्छ नि गरेको बिगारेको त्यो पनि आउँछ
होइन त्यो हजुरको अन्डा बाहेक अब जस्तै फलफुलबाट हुन्छ कि उबाट हुन्छ कि भनेर अन्डैबाट मात्रै गर्नुहुन्छ
उहाँ चाहिँ अन्डाबाट हो त्यो अरू चाहिँ निकाल्नु
so his medium is the eggs. So if you wanted to learn something like that, to use to use the medium as the eggs, so what he did right now when he put out the energy inside of you, like the flour, the rice, or that thing in there, everything, whatever in here is the
meaning,
energy replica
That has
of
meaning
what you
actually.
have inside.
Nothing was there. You are
he
pure.
scratched in there.
You can
So
figure
within
it
a
out
second
what
he
it
put
came
out that.
of you,
Right?
So
So
maybe
if you
maybe
wanted
that's
to learn that,
what
to
the other things mean.
not to do more
worth
likely to
nothing, it's
diagnosis. To diagnosis what is inside of that, it will take 15 days. It's in there. Otherwise, in a general way, where people are feeling low, people are this, people are that, you can learn only 50 mantras he will give. Now you will see how the mantras work. I know you can just Google. And then you get the whole mantras in the tantric mantras, the Vedic mantras, right? The one thing they call it about the mantras is like it has the key to unlock. These people have that key.
Actually, it's a disciple and a master. You have to have masters to get that mantras.
Yeah.
Because the mantras is activated through guru only. The master only. The master has already activated that particular mantra, and then when it is given by that guru, that it works. Otherwise, if you read those mantras, that doesn't help you at all. So that is what is essential to have a guru.
Because we think like, even you can chant any mantras, you can find any mantras in Googles, but will that work? See, that is the thing. Otherwise, it's just the words, right? So how you put that mantras in there, how you energize your mantras, right? I mean, you can, like for example, we have the nuns beads to the mata, right? I mean, it's a normal beads. You just bought it for freaking 700, 1,000 rupees. But that energy, will that get into his energies to put that to activate that thing? Normally that is what it is. These guys have been taught on activation of the mantras, and those people who saw the mantras, like you might ask who the things, those people who saw the mantras are rishis, right? And that is what is put in the Vedas also. That's why they said Vedas is aparusha, means that is not created by the people, they are seen by the people. And how do you see that? In the deep meditation, when you become a Shiva, when you become the enlightened one, you can see the vibration on, I don't know, like we saw a Saraswati, a Tara coming out of the stones, right? Like when Sanju explained us to the Farping, we went to this cave. Before that, we went to the Ganesha and the that temple. We saw a statue coming out of that, right? So that is a vibration. You can see that these people saw that. She came as a Tara, as an embodiment of a Tara. And that is how you can link with the idol worshipping and the mantra worshipping and the highest level of a meditation. People see the mantra, they worship the idols. And then they put out
Other priests use different mediums, which is something that goes just with his.
yeah. So they do. So his medium is this. He was taken by, like I say, the shaman, which is very much like invisible and the thing. I don't know. Have you guys ever read the book Autobiography of a Yogananda? Okay. In the Autobiography of a Yogananda, he tells about the Mahavatar Baba. Mahavatar Baba is the one who put the Kriya Yoga in here. All the people who are doing the Kriya Yoga, all this Kundalini Yoga, they still believe that there is a Baba. He is immortal and he is seen by the highest level, the Yogananda, his guru, Swami Om, or somebody who's like, Sriyam, like he's huge in US. These people have met him in the Himalayas. We have shamans like that who are in the tantric world, who in there, and they chose them. He has been doing this for many times. I knew him because my grandmother, around 15 years back, I brought that in here. That's why the first thing I asked him was like, "Do you know me?" And he said, "Yeah, I remember you." I thought it was a green house, but it is a yellow house, right? So means he was chosen by the shamans. That shaman, and he gave his medium. Now the thing is, he just dwell into that medium, and he's doing this for these villagers and the people coming up in here and people who wanted to run in here. He even visited the U.S. I know. Yes. He even visited the U.S.
In Oregon there is a Swamiji called Michael Schumacher. His name is Michael Schumacher. If you know him. No.
Well, Schumacher is a very common name.
Yeah, Michael Schumacher is in Oregon.
Not the one with the.
Not the one with the
motor racing way.
His name is the same name.
Oh.
So actually, when he came to Nepal for the first time, then my friend was chosen to look for the people like him. So he is the one who was the assistant for that guy. Like me, who used to work in office, he knows him also. So my friend was chosen to be an assistant to Michael Schumacher, and he was his assistant. So he is in the street for so many times with the people like him, and Michael Schumacher take him to US
to do the healing,
the healings and the puja ceremony like that in
this
Oregon.
So
Oregon,
this is
yes.
Again, this is the basis of the basic he did. You need to be mentally, physically prepared for his highest level of healing. This is we just requested him to see we'll bunch up the people. We wanted to see what you do. We wanted to see this tamas idea of a healing also, right? And this is a basis thing. He does some of the pujas which goes till 7 days. Like highest, like if you have to work with your ancestor and the ancestor of the ancestor, and then he calls all the ancestors divided from your mother side and the father side, and then he can talk with each person. It's like what is wrong and why you are bothered in this life.
Okay,
So
so, we're
that-
coming back to Nepal, is what you're saying.
Well, that is up to you. I don't know. I'm myself scared. Vera?
You're scared?
Yeah,
Is that why you didn't want you passed?
because you
We
see.
have one for you
No,
anyway.
no, because you see, my path is not this. I don't need anything. I don't want anything.
Okay.
I'm ready to go through all the experiences in here.
Oh, you want to
Good,
feel it
bad.
all. You just want
I just
to come
want
like a
the
flow.
enlightenment. I know I have done a
You
lot
wanna
of bad
experience
works.
that stuff.
I know the depths has come. My belief is when I realize that I am the Atman, I am the Brahman, right? I don't need those things. I am the highest level of this stuff, right? And I'm saying because like I have gone through this. I have also gone through this. The more way you work with this thing,
Okay.
the more you dwell with the regular world. Like we have a problem with the child, we have a problem with this, we have a problem with that.
But besides the basics, you're saying, you feel what you're going through is life, and you're taking it as it comes.
Yes, but
And you're
I'm
accepting.
yes. I have already gone through this.
Right.
Yes, so
So for him, people to come to him now,
is to do the like a problems, day to
I
day
think
problems.
it's something a lot more severe and something that they don't
They
know
don't want
is
in there.
causing something
But
abnormal.
yeah, but
Like
what
a
I'm
abnormal amount
Yeah.
that's happening to them.
And they see the severity from face. They do not need to do any pujas or ceremonies like we do with the red vermilion powder and all. So they just see and they just find what is happening.
like for
He's very powerful.
but for example, now I'm trying to give you an alternative way, and it's better. Like Pramod would explain to you is like why he doesn't need that, right? Because he has his own path. But can you explain why you don't need that?
I'm like a flowing river actually. The river which flows from the Himalayas. I do not need to invoke any energies. I do not want to invite any energies within me. Because it's me myself who has that energies within so that I invoke myself. It is not that I go to someone and ask for mantras and all. I have to work on myself.
See?
Can you relate what I'm saying? You have to invoke everything yourself so that it resides inside you. That is what I'm planning to do. If I take some mantras from the people like him or from someone like him, then I'll be slave of those people. Even with the deity also, as I have said, blessing is a curse, Blessing itself is a curse. For the Mata that we have seen yesterday, her life is a curse.
Yeah.
He is not able to live his material life as she wants. When her husband is outside the country, if her husband comes with her, it's being very difficult for her. She cannot sleep with her husband. That's the thing.
Who is this?
We're talking about the Mata.
With the Mata.
Mata, we bless. He bless us.
The Mata doesn't want her to sleep with her husband.
Because they cannot have a physical relationship because she has that kind of
Very
energy.
difficult for her,
Like, she cannot have a physical relationship with her
Yes.
husband.
Because she herself is not her only. She is a part of the goddess. So it's very difficult for her. So we become slave of the deity whom we invite. That's why I do not want. If anything wants to come while doing meditation and sadhana by my own, that doesn't make me a slave. I'll be a slave of myself. So that is my path. So I may be giving some suggestion to you as well now, but not right now here. Let's go outside and we can talk later on about this.
Okay? Make sense?
Makes
That is the
sense?
thing. So you can choose either this,
This is
or that.
one way.
This is one among the
And the
ways.
reason here,
In this
and here's the thing,
experience
Kathleen.
in Nepal.
So here's the thing. What I'm saying is like, now drop all the ideas and think about the weight of the reality, right? In real, to do something like this, or to become something like Pramod, it's not as easy as we think. Philosophically, in the idea, in the mind, you can work in into this. But what you see is that we live in the most materialistic world, in like a place in the world is freaking United States, right? So when you think about that, that is a problem with the religion philosophy, is that you don't make it a day-to-day life things. What is religion, what is philosophy, what is the healing, is that not into the books, not into the mantras, not into the tantras. It is onto the idea of like how you live your life. Can you bring that life into it? Can you be like him? Can you be like the monk? Can you be like this guy?
The big question is who you are. The biggest question in our life is who we are. I say I'm not a body. Let me give you an example, as I already give it to you. We say our nose, we say our eyes, we say our body. Then who we are. Just imagine. Even if we die or if there is any accident, we say people lose their lives. Who is people if they have already lost their lives then? So what is that entity I? That entity I is Atman, that is soul. Let me just give you a small briefing on this. Then we say that this Atman, the soul, is a part of Paramatman, the divine soul. And why we are separate then? If it is a part of the soul, why it is separate? It should be the common. Sanju must be me then, and I must be Sanju in that case, but it is not. Because of the greed, anger, lust and everything, we make that Atman, we make that soul personalized. Even after death, that resides in a cellular form, and then it comes back again as a human body. You get another birth in this planet. That's what we believe. Yes, samsara. That's what we believe. And what I am doing is I'm cleansing everything away. I'm trying to cleanse everything away. The positives and the negatives.
To reach in there.
Everything, to reach to that dimension. There are 7 sits, as he told, there are 7 sits above us, there are 7 shits below us. So what he said about the Paramahansa Ananda, he is living among that upper shits of that world. The upper shits are Bhulok, Bhuvarlok, Swargalok, Maharlok, Janalok, Tapalok and Satyalok, where you get the liberation. So Paramahansa Ananda must be living in some Tapalok, I guess.
Idea of the West that we have like dimensions.
Dimensions.
He's talking about that dimensions.
So if he wants to come back, he can come back with the new incarnation. Otherwise, he can just be there, live there,
The Yogananda, like the higher self. So that is why there's a lot of incarnation in Hinduism, right? In the Buddhism, the Dalai Lama comes back and back. This Dalai Lama, when he dies, he comes in the back. They already have the reincarnation of that. They know. They chooses to come, because the idea of the Buddhism is to make everyone enlightened, especially the Mahayana. Right, Vajrayana is very much selfish, but the Mahayana is like the Buddha will not get enlightened by himself. That is why they call it Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means he's in the words of enlightenment. He's not totally enlightenment, but in the words of enlightenment when we come and to enlighten everyone. Okay, now his is very philosophical. He has not been to America. I have been to America. Now I'm gonna make you guys believe in a very simple way. What he's saying in the path of enlightenment, or that path, is his path. Start doing what is your path. Right? He got that life, he got this thing because, he would say that because of the past life, because of my thoughts, Jupiter in some houses in the astrologer, everything came out to be there. Whenever I felt like somebody like him, right? Obviously, I was born into that. I was raised into that. I wanted to become him. I had capacity to become him. But is my current situation allow that? Or like, is that your reality? See, that is what I see people struggle.
यो भन्ने स्टेट
Right? So what I wanted to understand that is like, there's this path, there's that path, there's many paths we will encounter too. You sit down, you figure out yourself. You might be wanted to become, let's say, if you become an attorney, you might want to become amazing attorney in US, right? Just because you saw Pramod, or just because you saw him, or just because you saw him, you don't have to be, or you don't, you go, maybe you will go to ayahuasca and you will see the different time, and then you will go to the some Mayan, thing, and you will become a somehow. What is that you become? Or what is that you want to become is up to yourself. The more you get influenced, or you start getting, and then you lose the path, and then you start going into the path, you lose the path. Why? Is because we all are going as if we don't have a head. We don't think. He thought about himself. Right? So, see, still, we are thinking about this, without thinking about this energy, the Mata energy, this energy. The whole idea of this healing retreat is that I wanted you to show this. It's a truth. But it's your truth. No? Or maybe find your own truth.
Yes.
You need to work. Yes, work on it. There's no late. Like, you need to work. I need to work. I'm always freaking working. The one thing, I'm not different than him. And, obviously, like he has done more practical, but why I bow down to him, or why I bow down to them is like, he's living that life. I am not.
It is a practice,
I know more than.
It is not like you study and it
Listen there.
happens,
I have studied more.
Just implement what you have studied into your life. Then only it happens.
Happens.
Otherwise it is not
So
possible.
implementing is that. Influence or infatuation is not. Right? That is the
Desire,
idea.
you have
Can
to
you
feel the
implement?
desire? If you do something out of desire, it is nothing. You have to get yourself into that from compassion, from the level of compassion. You have to come in this field. Or what I say is like the people get chosen in this field.
Yeah.
I was completely different. I haven't choose this path. This is the path that chose me.
And then now you start wondering, your mind is like, why the heck I'm not chosen? Then that's a bothering part too.
There are 99%.
Right? That's another problem. You're like,
else
why the
there.
heck I'm not a healer, or why the heck I'm not a... So what? So what?
live your life.
Because you live your life.
You
It's
are
not a
Sometimes in our
blessing.
Western
Being
world,
It's a
chosen,
blessing.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Oh,
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not.
And that's the way that things are done where we are. So we don't know another way.
Well, what he said
We
to me
take
is
everybody's words.
संसारमा जहाँसुकै जस्तोसुकै जसको घरमा पनि जुनसुकै प्रकारको भूत प्रेत पिशाच लागेको भए पनि त्यो निकाल्न सकिनछु भने मेरो नाम म नै होइन भनिदिन्छ
So he's saying is like, wherever I go, it's not only in Nepal. Wherever I go in the world, if there is a dark energies, like exorcism, he has that power to get that out.
He is 100% or 1000% confident
That he had that kind of power.
Him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was freezing cold
Yeah.
before, and my hands are warm now.
Yeah.
I have anemia, so I'm always cold.
Second opinion? Want a second opinion?
Yeah, sure, Doc.
Can I?
Nice and warm.
I
Yeah,
know
my
how
hands.
you
But I
are.
touched you before. Do you remember how cold my hand was when I was there?
Yeah.
Yeah, my hands were freezing when I came in. So is that what the smoke was doing?
Well, it was his energy. It was something like in here. He's like,
As I said, we cannot say anything. He is completely, he keeps his mouth completely shut
He just
for
does
what
what he
he
does.
does,
Yeah.
The result is there. The result is always there.
There's a simple thing.
अहिले अलिक
One, sorry, I didn't cut you. You say Tantra. Tantra is sacred and secret.
Right.
Sacred
yeah,
and secret.
Yeah, I can
You
only
don't,
get so
no.
far. Right.
Unless you become his disciple, you will not reveal that.
It's like confidentiality with a doctor and a patient.
होइन, त्यो केले
Probably
गर्दा
more.
Pramod, you said he works with
And you don't.
energy.
Are
Does
we
he
moving?
take it
Did
and
you say
then
he's
move
doing
it
individual
towards like
readings too?
Only for
sattvic
two.
energy,
Only for
or
two?
does it like
He
is
doesn't
there?
work with
It's
sattvic
not,
energy.
but he's not like
He's
moving
not a
the
dietitian.
tamas.
I
A
can make up
nutrition.
one.
What is he
I can make up
doing?
one.
putting it into
It's not
the sauce.
transmuting.
I'm saying like he's not a nutrition or
like,
dietitian.
he's
You need dietitian.
that is true.
I need dietitian.
He is working. There is a name what we call as Veer Masan.
Read my book.
Veer Masan. We call it Veer
Listen there?
Masan.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah.
Can I get this from you? So it's not changed in any way.
It's a Veer Masan, what we call it, and